Hello Year 2 students, my name's Ella and it's lesson 45. Let's get going with a number talk. But before we do, make sure you have your learning book and some things to count because we are continuing our number sequences. All right, let's start with a number talk, one of my favourite topics. Doubles. I hope you've been looking at those car license plates. I have, and I've been finding lots of doubles and lots of numbers that add up to 10. So good luck with that as well. Sometimes you can even find a triple, but we might talk about that later. Okay, so what have we got here? We've got some near doubles, and I hope you can recognize that and remember your doubles. I've even got our doubles chart from many lessons ago to remind us what our doubles are. So I can use my chart, double six, it's 12, that's right. Tricky one, double 12, 24. So I can help remind me and be more fluent with my doubles. So let's have a look at these interesting sums. 8 plus 7, well that's a near double. It's nearly 7 and 7, isn't it? But we have to add a 1 to get our 8. If I look at 7 plus 7, I remember my doubles, or I look at my doubles chart, I can remember that double 7, 7 and 7 is 14, and add the 1. It's a near double. So 8 plus 7 equals 15, a near double. Let's try again. 6 plus 5 is a near double. It's nearly 5 plus 5, isn't it? But we need to add a 1 to get the 6. And I think we all know 5 and 5 are 10. We add a 1, we get 11. Okay, so near double, here again we have a near double. So if you do come across 12 and 13, what's 12 add 13? Please remember that this is a near double. It's nearly 12 and 12, but we have to add a 1. So 12 and 12 is 24 plus the 1, and now we have 25. And this is how we practice our near doubles because we know our doubles. Don't forget to keep looking at those car and license plates for that lovely quick practice. All right, here we go with our lesson today. Quick recap, we did have a look at some patterns from last time and we know that we can now make them, draw them, write them and predict what comes next. So super maths in our last few lessons. I hope your learning book is full of those type of patterns. So our learning intention for today is to use addition and subtraction strategies to find the rule for a number sequence or a pattern. There's often a rule that we can find between the difference of numbers in a sequence, and we'll know that we can do this when we can continue or find the missing part of a number sequence. Let's get back to our hundreds chart. So on our hundreds chart today, I would like to show you some increasing numbers, and we're going to start from any number on our number chart. But we're going to start at the number 20 and we're going to finish at the number 32. Now there's going to be a pattern in here somewhere and I'd like you to see if you can predict it. So the next number from 20 is 23. Then I'm going to choose 26. And the next number will be 29. Let's have a look. 20, 23, 26, 29, 32. What is happening to this number sequence? Are we using addition, subtraction? Well, the numbers are getting bigger, so we're adding. And what are we adding? We're adding the difference between 20 and 23 is 3. The difference between 23 and 26 is 3. And the difference between 26 and 29 is 3. I often say anything happens in a 3 is a beautiful pattern. So we can see that this is a lovely pattern. What would be the next number? Can you predict? After 32, we would have the number 35, 3 more. This is a beautiful number pattern increasing by 3. All right, thinking caps on, I'm going to show you another pattern. And this one, I'm going to start at 80. I'm going to finish this number pattern at 40. And I'm going to show you that the next part of this pattern is 75. So I started at 80, I've gone to 75. My next number is 70. 65. What is happening to this pattern? 80, 75, 70, 65. Can you predict the next numbers in this sequence? Are we adding or are we subtracting? And by how much? Let's keep going. 80, 75, 70, 65, 60, and 55. Can you see a lovely vertical line appearing on our hundreds chart? That also tells us there's a pattern. And the last two numbers, I think you've guessed it, 50 and 45. This pattern is decreasing by 5, a subtraction of 5 each time. So we've been able to use our addition and subtraction strategies to predict and understand this number pattern. Let's try two together. It's a what comes next number pattern. And I've already placed these numbers on our hundreds chart. So there's two ways of doing this. We can look at our hundreds chart and look for a pattern, or we could try and find the difference as we go. You might be able to see it already. Let's have a look. This number sequence starts with 44, 48, 52. 56, and then a missing number. So we need to have a look at what's happening in this number sequence. Are we using addition? Are we using subtraction? And how much by? So we can also see a beautiful pattern on our hundreds chart, can't we? Nice ones. Here I can see quite a few that look very similar. One missing one, another. One missing one, another. So let's consider this. What's the number after 56? What's happened to 44 to 48? We've added 4. Let's look at 48 to 52. We've added 4. And let's just check one more time. What happened from 52 to 56? We have added 4. So now we can predict our pattern. We've found it. Let's predict what happens next. We're going to add, you betcha, we're going to add another 4. So we've got 56. Our missing number will be 60. Let's just check. What's the number after that? Yes, add 4, 64. So I can see the pattern and I can predict it. Our missing number from Meg's what comes next, or what's the missing number, is 60. So beautiful, great practice. Let's try one more. We've got another example from Kate, and look what's happened. We've lost 2 numbers. So let's quickly make that on our hundreds chart so we can see what we're doing. We start with the number 1. Our next number is 4, then 7, then 10. Then we've got 2 missing numbers, and we go to 19, 22, and 25. What is happening to the numbers in this number sequence? Well, I can see they're increasing, so I know that they are adding. But how much are they adding? Let's see if we can detect a pattern. Here we go. 1 to 4 is 1, 2, 3. Add 3. 4 to 7 is add 3. 7 to 10 is add 3. So if we were powerful mathematicians, which we are, we would be able to predict the next part of this sequence is add 3. 10 add 3, let's pop it in, 13. 13 add 3, pop it in, 16. So, Kate, your missing numbers are 13 and 16. And I think you can see missing numbers, or detecting which one comes next, predicting which one comes next, is quite a fun game. Our reflection today is that we've learnt to identify a rule in a number sentence, and we've used addition and subtraction strategies to help us do this. So what comes next? Over to you. Let's open up our learning books and do some beautiful number sequences of what comes next. And we can share that with family and friends. We can make our own and ask them to predict, to discover and predict what comes next, or what is the missing number. I hope you get to share it with your family and friends, and I will see you, what comes next, our next lesson. Bye.